Okay, Herschel. Да, извините.
The option number one.
Yes.
We're living together, so on the fair basis, we're acting both professionally, like we ask you to act.
Okay.
From the very beginning, and specifically this last month.
Okay.
Or the option number two, when you're continuing your outrageous behavior,
Okay.
and dealing and talking with the staff in the office and with our teachers and with our clients, trashing us. And then I will tell you what my action will be in this act. We did nothing wrong to you, Travis, for all the period how you worked with us.
Okay.
We are overlooked your disloyalty, your acts which were so unprofessional for the teacher. We overlooked it. We replied to any demand you asked from us. And the visa loans and the loans when you were away and everything. We paid for the 2 full months when you stayed 1 week in whenever Riga doing your visa. We paid the full salary. We did everything possible.
Yes, you did.
For you to make this work decent, enjoyable, and we answer all of your personal requests and professional requests.
Yes.
And we did everything besides one request that you cannot discuss any administrative issues. Besides then with me or on to any of our staff, to any of our teachers, to any of our clients.
Okay.
We just wanted you to be the good teacher and that's it. And act like any other teacher would act.
Okay.
And you wasn't here to discuss about structural damage or structural problems or write to people who work here and discuss your administrative concerns.
Okay.
You were hired as a teacher, not as administrative manager or whenever. We gave you everything possible whenever we can give you. Opportunities to work, opportunities to develop the business, opportunities to develop new whenever businesses with us. And I completely don't understand why you are still writing to the people who work here, trash us, trash the work environment here. You were not here to discuss it.
Okay.
And we told you all of the time not to do this.
Okay.
And I completely don't understand, Travis, why you're still doing it. I know you're talking to our teachers, and you're trashing us with our teachers, that you're trashing us with the people who work here in the office, that you're communicating with our clients, which I told you not to do, and Ron told you exactly not to do, and not to communicate with the clients you're working on the administrative issues. I just want to tell you, Travis, that we did everything what you asked us before.
Okay.
And even despite the fact that I know what you're doing right now in January, probably some of your Russian friends told you to wait until January holidays and get paid for the whole January. So we are doing this and we are compensating you for the general holidays even though you worked here before January for months and a half, which we never did for any of our native speakers. I know what you are doing.
No,
and I'm telling you, Travis, that we will follow all of our promise.
Okay.
And we will follow everything what we supposed to do to be a good employee to the teacher who worked here for the short period of time. We are answering all of your requests and we did answer to all of your requests before.
Yes.
I'm just telling you that if you continue trashing us with the people who worked here in the office, if you continue trash us with the teachers who are working here, I'm just telling you what will happen, that if it will continue, so I will do everything with the Federal Immigration Office to make sure that your status here as a non-resident working on the Russian territory will be very questionable and it will affect your future job position in the different school. And I also will inform Federal Security Agency, and I have all of the letters from the companies where they're complaining that you're discussing some political issues with our clients. I will put this into the action. I want to be clear and certain with you.
Okay.
They don't want you to read the SMSs right now. While
I'm sorry.
talking.
I'm sorry. I'm waiting for a message. I apologize. So,
Either we are splitting in professional way and in a professional manner. We fulfill all of our obligation to you. And we complete everything what we need to do. We will pay you whenever we owe you. And you are leaving us on the same professional way as we acted to you before. And we continue acting despite all of the problems you caused us in the last couple of months.
how does this work for you? How do all the threats work? Is it working for you?
I'm just telling you.
No,
That
I'm just saying that is the way that you work. That is the way you've worked from the beginning, both you and Ron. You guys work from threats. That is the way you work. You absolutely are threatening me, and you threatened me from the beginning.
Dear Travis, I want
Can I
to tell
talk?
you,
You've talked for 5 minutes
I
straight.
just want the trash stopped from your
It's
your
not
side.
trash.
I want this trash. Travis, you were hired as a teacher.
I know.
Not
And-
the person who is discussing our administrative structural stuff. You can come anytime to me and Ron and discuss it, but not with our teachers, not with our clients, not with the people who are working here. You were hired as a teacher, and we fulfilled all of our obligations to you.
Yes.
We paid whenever you asked us to pay.
I know.
We fulfill all of your personal requests. We did everything to make your work here normal, enjoyable, and you working with us on the normal, fair, personal, human basis.
Okay.
We overlooked all of the what happened in the last 2 months. We overlooked
And I've overlooked
everything.
it too. And I have.
All disloyalty, everything.
I have overlooked it too. I've overlooked Ron screaming at me so many times. I've overlooked so many different things. I've overlooked like how everything. I have overlooked it so much. And I'm leaving on, I still respect you guys so much. And the
Travis,
reason...
we respected you so much from the very beginning.
I know. I still
We
respect
gave
you. I
all
respect you
of the-
so much.
Travis, let's not go into emotional, personal issues. I just want to
You just want
confirm.
to talk.
Travis,
It's not a
I
conversation.
I want to tell you that we did nothing wrong to you. We gave you all of the opportunities in the world. We offered you
I know.
opportunities to do the business with us in the
I
future.
know. I
Even
know.
when you told us you want to leave, we offered you additional opportunity to continue working with us.
I
if
know.
you want on the hourly rate. I just
What
want
about
the
my
rush
side?
to start.
Katya, what about my side? When do I get to talk? You guys have these conversations where you cut people off and you never let people talk. You never let me talk.
We are open to talk to you. We always
Then let
talk
me
to you
talk.
Every other week.
Let
We
me
talk to
talk.
you every other week.
Let me
Travis,
talk. Let me talk without cutting me off once.
You're welcome.
Can I
You're
right now?
always welcome.
Please.
No problem.
Please, it wasn't my plan. I wasn't ever planning on quitting. I wanted to stay here. Okay?
Travis,
Can I?
you
No,
have
please.
all
Can
of
you?
the plans.
can you-
I'm not blaming you
No,
for
no, no.
this.
I wanted
Travis,
to, you make it, it was never, look, it was never like this plot or anything like that. On the
I'm
30th,
not blaming you for
Okay.
this, Travis.
can I finish? You've talked for
You're
10
welcome.
minutes.
You're welcome.
Okay?
You're welcome. You're welcome. Mhm.
I just, on the 30th, I basically, I know that I was only hired as a teacher, okay? It's really hard to work for this company, all right? It's really hard. It's really hard to work for this company. And I had a choice. I could either get drunk or I could quit right away, or I could make suggestions, okay? I chose the hardest approach, which was to make suggestions. And it got me yelled at, and it got everybody hating me, and I understand that, okay? And
It's not true, Travis. It is not true.
can
It is absolutely
I-
it's how many times we talk to you.
I know.
God gave you the opportunity
I know, and
to work with us, not just as a teacher in the future.
I know.
Travis, we only screamed on the staff. We never had any arguments with any of the teachers here. Everybody goes, do the classes.
Mary Kay
get
quit
paid.
yesterday. Mary Kay quit.
Travis, Travis, Mary Kate quit for her personal reasons, going back home for the family reasons. It's not your job. Your job is do your classes well.
I know. And how can I do it without a book? How can I do it when there's so many administrative problems here in the office that you don't acknowledge? If I say that there's some problem, you guys think it's a personal attack. It's not a personal attack. It's me saying, hey guys, by the way, you may want to know that this is happening or this is happening. It's not me trying to attack you. It's trying to say, look, this is the problem. And I don't just criticize. I say, look, I have so many skills to offer that I could help. And the reason I quit, Katya, the reason I quit was on the 30th, okay? It was on the 30th. I was supposed to meet with you before New Year's, and I was going to explain my frustration about the books. The frustration that I've had over and over and over about the books. How I get the wrong things from the secretaries all the time. And I never know what books. And sometimes they don't even tell me what books. And I can't get teachers' manuals. And the administrative staff changes things all the time. And I never know what's going on. I never know what's going on. And I wanted to sit down and talk with you. You didn't want to meet with me. You did not want to talk with me.
Travis, it was my mistake. I acknowledge this, that it was my mistake. I had the flight on the 30th.
I know. I wanted to meet with you for weeks. For over a month I wanted to meet with you. I wanted to meet with somebody and sit down and talk. But you guys are so busy building this beautiful empire that I'm just so incredibly impressed by that you couldn't take a few minutes of your time in a month.
Yes, you're right. I agree with you. That was my mistake, that I didn't find the time to meet with you. On the 30th, yes, you brought me unbelievably great and thoughtful present, and I really appreciate it.
Yes.
It really touched me a lot. But on the 30th, I had the flight at 5 o'clock.
I know.
I saw your email that you wanted to meet. Honestly, I saw the email in the morning. I talked to you. You wrote to me after you gave me the present. Honestly, and this is my fault, I forgot about this because I had the flight at 5 o'clock
I know.
from the office.
There's just no time. There's no time in the office with anybody because everybody is so busy working 12-hour shifts, and I understand why. But the thing is like, you know.
Travis, honestly, why I didn't meet with you?
Yeah.
Why I didn't meet with you?
Yes.
Because I was so frustrated with your behavior. Honestly, I was so frustrated with the behavior.
Okay.
That from the beginning, I wanted to meet with you. Then you did the stuff with the Svoboda Slova and gave them the name of our companies. It's like it was.
I know.
It was actually drama for me in my head how to act. Then I got the emails from the HRs in the company.
I know.
You came there.
If you want to go through, everything, we can go through everything. We can go through, but we are. That's the thing. And you guys always talk about what the problems that I have, but you never want to discuss the problems that this company has. Ever. You never want to discuss it. And the thing is people are quitting and people are very unhappy, and I'm not creating that. You can blame me, but I'm not creating that.
We have teachers.
Yes.
Teachers, native speakers.
Yes.
Working here for 3-4 years.
I know.
And the problem, the people are quitting. So it's not people are quitting. So Mary Kate going, whenever she's going, coming back home on the family reasons. So you cannot generalize this, that people are quitting. We have teachers who are working here for several years, and this is the majority of teachers. We are the only school who hold the native speakers and other 200 teachers, Russian teachers, for such a long period of time. Our teachers, they are not going anywhere.
Okay.
They're staying with us.
Okay.
With you, the whole cooperation was so with you. You're such a talented guy. You are such a great teacher. But your attempt to go into administrative issues are so crazy. And we told you, Travis, please show that you are the great teacher. And then in the future, we will develop something together.
I know.
You didn't. You put yourself, like from the first days, into such an awful communication on the administrative stuff. I would have given you this time. but I was so disrupted your behavior that I didn't know how to act with you after all of the crazy stuff what happened in the last 2 months. Personally, I didn't know how to act with you because
Okay.
I wanted to hear your suggestions. I wanted to hear your suggestions and discuss it with you. But your crazy behavior, I didn't know how to react to all of the what's
Do you know how
going
many
around
times
you.
I've gotten yelled at by Ron? Do you know how many times I've got yelled at by Vera on the phone? Do you know how many times I have...
Travis,
it's like,
but
you know...
yelling
Is that crazy? Is that crazy too?
Travis, whenever you got the instructions,
Yes.
you yelled after you didn't follow the instructions. When Ron came to the room and told you, please stop the class in 60 minutes, and you are discussing,
I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him.
You are arguing about every point, Travis.
He comes to me, Elena comes to me and says, if you do this again, you're going to get fired. That's what Elena said. That's what Elena said.
If you got the instruction, please do this, and you are doing your own way, how the employer
I didn't
would
hear that.
understand it?
I didn't hear him say that.
Travis, you only were yelled. Yes, you are a very emotional guy, but you were taken as a teacher.
I know.
You're supposed to follow what you are told.
Okay.
You wasn't taking him in the beginning as administrative manager
I know.
or coordinator or some
I
director
know.
who can, like, if the normal guy, if you wanted to participate in the dealing with administrative issues, no, you at least could have shown that you are easy to cooperate. You are not easy to cooperate.
I agree.
Whenever you give the instructions, you argue with every instructions you are getting. You argue with every instructions you are getting. And that's why Ron telling you do this, you are doing your own way. But you are working here.
I know.
You're working here. You have your schedule. Yes, you came to me, like, please help me with the books. The situation with the books was solved within a week. All of the books was bought. But I had complaints from the girls in the office that they were giving you the books. You were refusing to use them. So...
they were the wrong books. So you never hear anybody else's side. You always hear, it's the staff. It's the wrong books. They ordered the wrong books.
Travis, honestly, we have 30 native speakers.
Yes.
30 native speakers. These kind of problems,
Yes.
we just had with you, unfortunately. We just had with you nobody. We never had any difficult situations with anybody. But
You really believe that. You really believe that. You really believe that.
Travis, I'm living with this 24 hours a day. 24
Okay.
hours a day. And the only person whom we were giving the order, please do this, and this person was doing completely different and arguing with us about this. It was you, unfortunately. But we still like you. Ron told you, please, Travis, do your job, do the classes while we're asking you to do the classes. And everything will follow. Everything will follow later.
I know. The thing is I ask for a book, right? I ask for a book. No, you don't understand. I ask for a book. And so what happens is Elena doesn't respond for weeks, and then she switches everything around on me. Everything. I ask for one teacher's book, and so then everything is messed up. And the students, you don't understand.
The books, I came to him and said, Travis, we apologize. Do you remember this? I said, Travis, we apologized for this. And the situation with the books was solved.
How many administrators work here? How many administrators work here? How many administrators have changed since I've been here?
Travis.
It is my issue because people are frustrated and people yell at me on the phone and people I get stressed.
Who yelled at you?
Vera and Elena and Luba and yeah.
Travis, you could have come to me.
I tried.
You could have, how many times you talked to me?
You guys always say that.
You could have said, we're here, we're meeting you here every day.
I tried to come. How many discussions did I have with Ron? And then I thought, you know what? I realized.
You never said that somebody's screaming at you. You never. If I heard that somebody's screaming at the teacher, if I heard this, I would stop it right away. First time now I hear this, that somebody screamed at you in the office.
How much have you asked the other teachers, the other native speaker teachers, like what they think of the job? Have you done ever a questionnaire? Because the thing is that I talk to the teachers.
Questionnaire. We're meeting teachers all of the time. We're meeting teachers all of the time.
Okay.
We're seeing them once in 2 weeks.
Okay.
All of the teachers.
Okay. If you think that it was all me, that's the easy approach. If you think it was all me, that's okay.
I don't think that was all you. I don't think it was all you. Like any other company, we have problems, and I acknowledge these problems.
Yes.
When I heard that you had the problems with the books, this issue was solved right away, right?
No.
This issue was solved within a week when we bought all of the books and provided it to you. If you could have told us what other issues you had, relating the classes.
The books issue was weeks in the making. The books issue was weeks in the making, where I tried to meet with Ron, I tried to meet with you. I says, can we meet about the books? Can I meet Vera? Vera has no time to meet with anybody. There's nobody to talk to. And I tried, you should ask Vera how many times I tried to talk with her. And how many times I says, can I talk to you about this? She's like, I have no time. We work 12-hour days. I met with her once, and twice she started crying.
Mm-hmm.
Twice she actually physically started crying. And then I finally met with her, and she said, this is what she said to me. She said that basically we just, how did she put it? It was beautiful the way she put it. She says that we have 200 teachers, we have all these organizations, and we make promises, and we basically, the promises may be answered next week, they may be answered next month, but it was basically, she was basically saying that we're constantly running, we're constantly just trying to, there's no time basically to stop. There's no time for anything, because there's no time. That's all. And I understand you guys are, that's the thing about it, is I totally understand what you guys created. And Ron gave me a choice. He says, you could either leave on a good note, or you can stay, but and he gave me the choice. He told me that. And so that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. And December 30th, that's when it all was clear to me that it wasn't going to work out. And then there was this person in Kolomna that I had met, and I met her, and I spent New Year's with her, and it was wonderful. And on New Year's Day, I gave notice. And that was my plan. That's it. I didn't plan it out for the future.
You have all of the options in the world. I'm not criticizing. I'm not going down on you. I respect your decision. So it's not that I want to talk you out of this decision. So you're a great teacher, and you had a great potential, and that's why we offered you to work with us on some business ideas in the future.
Okay.
I just wanted to confirm that we did everything possible for you to be happy here. Yes, it was the organizational issues and problems. That was a mistake with the books. There was a mistake in our office. And I acknowledged this when I heard about this, when I met you in the corridor. I'm very sorry to hear that somebody screamed at you in the office, but I cannot believe that Vera has a very very hard personality, and sometimes for me it's very hard to work with her. So they all know that they cannot raise their voice on the native speaker. They cannot raise the voice. And I don't believe that she would let herself to scream at you. But if she did, I apologize for this. Honestly, I don't believe that any of them would scream at the teacher, because we never got complaints that our office talks impolitely to any of the teachers. But if you have this complaint, I apologize for this. I really appreciate your attempt to discuss with me whenever issues and concerns you had about how better to run the office and how to make the work easier. But I'm telling you, I apologized about the 30th of December. I should have found the time for 5 minutes to talk to you. I had the flight in the evening.
Yeah.
And I blamed myself a little bit that I didn't do this. I honestly forgot about this. And I should have met with you in December when we were planning to meet. We were planning to meet and discuss whenever you wanted to discuss with me something, and we were planning to meet together. But honestly, in December, I was a lot frustrated about the behavior. I didn't
My mistake,
know how you
Katya,
were acting about with Svoboda Slova and
I know.
our clients and all of the shit.
I know.
So I just
And I apologize, and that was that, and I made mistakes, and I know I make mistakes, and I make a lot of mistakes, and I apologize. I really do, and I know, and that, you know, I'm sorry, I really am.
And I'm sorry for my mistakes, because it was mistakes from my side also, and I apologize for these mistakes.